Good morning, everybody. How are we today? Welcome to the Friday flight plan. Used to be the Friday night flight, but now it's 9:30 in the morning. So, give me just a minute. I'm still setting up. Almost ready to get going. Some news. Caleb might not be able to be here tomorrow, so I'm canceling the stream. Actually, that's not that's not true at all. However, Caleb pointed out in the chat that he's going to spend the weekend with his family. Those of you in America at least know that this weekend is 4th of July weekend. I think. I'm pretty sure. Today is the 30th, and there's not another weekend before the 4th. So I don't know if most people will be celebrating today or this weekend or next weekend, but usually on a weekend. That being said, we have a kayak trip planned for tomorrow, and a friend invited me out, and a 4th of July celebration cookout tomorrow afternoon. So there probably will not be a stream tomorrow morning. So heads up on that. I honestly don't know because I don't know what time anything's happening. If it's not going to happen until later in the afternoon, I will have a stream tomorrow morning. However, normally we go out kayaking early in the morning and then we come back and we shower, change, then we go have lunch. So that is my plan currently tomorrow. I anticipate an early morning of kayaking, followed up by lots and lots of hot dogs and hamburgers. So it's Friday. We're going to play a flight game. And of course, last week I'm watching you on my TV. Hey, that is awesome. And I'm glad you're enjoying starting your day this way. So I'm playing Flight Sim games because it's Friday, and I'm still playing Flight Sim World by Dovetail Games, which if you guys were here last week, is sort of a remastering, or at least it's a new game based off of Microsoft's FSX technology. Do you need help with something? Alright, so I hope you guys all got your complimentary sodas and complimentary pretzels, because a lot of people are allergic to peanuts. And by complimentary, I mean they compliment my stream, because Boo had to go work for those, earn money, and then I had to go spend it at the grocery store in order to get any of this stuff. Both streams look awesome. Flight Sim is loading. There is an update, so it's taking a minute. Other news, Streamlabs and StreamJar. I use both. I use Streamlabs for YouTube and StreamJar for Mixer. However, someone had mentioned yesterday that they switched all of their stuff over to Streamlabs. And when I logged into Streamlabs today, I saw that they have updated Streamlabs so that it works both with YouTube and Mixer. So at some point I will probably convert everything over to Streamlabs. That way those of you guys who do want to donate and can donate, if you can't, don't worry about it. It's never a requirement. Always appreciated. But everything will be moved over to Streamlabs. So it's going to take me some time because StreamJar has like my name display as well as the current followers and the follower goal, which holy crap guys, we got over 20 followers on Wednesday. That was amazing. While we were playing Subnautica. You guys, thank you so much. Okay, so I should really log into the game, I suppose, huh? Please excuse my awkward positioning, since I have to type over my flight yoke. And I went shopping. I spent $240. Okay, what's up? Why can I... Oh, because I'm stupid. Dude. That works now. Okay, let's see if it'll connect. If I put in the right password. Dings! Do it as. For you guys in Mixer, I hope you enjoy the fact that I lowered the cost of all the buttons. Ooh, the music! Okay. Bye-bye airplane, bye-bye starting, bye-bye FSX image. Well, that won't do. Okay, so when we're in the menu, unfortunately, it has to be this way because it goes full screen later, I think. Oh, they put some awesome audio in here. Anti-alias thing's on. Okay, wow, already? Want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Training Odin 272, thank you so much for the follow, man. I haven't even done anything yet this morning. Ragna, how you doing today, man? Alright, so as you can tell by my title, the plan for today is to do a free flight around Hawaii. Last Friday, we did a little bit of Los Angeles just so we could see water textures. We saw boats and awesome cityscape. They're doing a really, really good job recreating the world. This is an early access game available on Steam. I don't remember how much it was. $20, $25? Don't quote me on that. Double check. Just got up. Me too. I woke up like 2 hours ago, lay down on the couch, and woke up now. Hello, Odin. And then last week we took a flight from London to Paris, and I know nothing about how London actually looks, so I hope that was a decent recreation. And we did get to see the Eiffel Tower when we got to Paris, and right before I was about to land, literally like a minute from the airport, I ran into an antenna on top of a building like a moron. Holy cow. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome when you're living our dreams. Ragna, thank you so much for the host, man. You're awesome. And you guys are crazy. Resume flight. Okay, we'll probably have to do a different one. So we also have missions and training. Obviously, you can see I did a few of the training things, but it was so close to FSX that I kind of stopped. I should go through them. There's only 7, so maybe we'll do that next week and do some missions next week. But today, no, I don't. I want to... Oh, okay, fine, yes. Where's it going to load me, though? I assume it's going to load me to the screen, and I can change it. So that was London to Charles de Gaulle in France. You air the best. What? I'm the best. Well, thank you. Can you file over Pennsylvania? I know groceries are expensive. No, I cannot file over Pennsylvania. You said you're on TV. Are you using the Xbox? Is that why the typo? I might do a Pennsylvania flight. I haven't decided. I prefer to do more cross-country flights, the general definition of cross-country, not the technical pilot aviation definition. Cross-country flight in aviation is pretty much landing at a different airport. We load slow. And they changed how the loading screen, unless this is just because I actually saved the flight. That's possible. If that's the case, we'll just exit out of it and go back in the free flight, and I will set up a new flight. Oh, Looks like it might be loading. All my settings are good. And we have to remember to hit the num5 key this week, which is supposed to center all controls when we're on the runway before we start, so that we don't have to fight against everything. Okay, good. Alright, so it's bringing us here. We're actually going to just do a whole new thing. Okay, so they added an airplane. What did they add? The 7A? There used to only be 6, I thought. That's okay. Alright, what do you guys want me to fly? I want to fly either the DA-40 Diamond Star. Oh, my thing's not scrolling. Is that an adipose behind you? Yes! This is Addie the adipose. Everyone say hi to Addie. Hi, Addie. That was a gift from Boo a long time ago. TV remote. Okay, so I either want to use the DA-40 Diamond Star because it's super easy to fly low and slow kind of thing, or the PA-18 Super Club because it's easier to see down below you because it's a high wing aircraft. So real quick, type in the chat which one you guys would prefer I use. Hello. The Diamond Star. We can do Diamond Star. By comparison, it's definitely a sexy airplane. It's got those nice curves. It's got a glass display. Love Doctor Who. Do-we-do. Hey, Bubba Dozer, if you have enough sparks, you need a redo. Okay, so let's get rid of these. I can't even get rid of it. How do I reset? Star. Okay. I can't delete my takeoff? Alright, so what happened was I saved this last week. And I have no idea how to... There you go. Oh, it cut out. That's not supposed... Oh, there it goes. Okay. I don't know why that happened. There was glitching in there. It shouldn't have done that. Yeah, redo. Someone just hit the can I get a redo button. Tasty Lemons, good morning. Okay, post flight. Let's go to flight planner. Config. Delete. Search for an airport. What's this button do? Nope, that's... Oh, well. I don't want this flight. Yes, I want to quit the flight. Okay, I don't want to resume. I want a free flight. So how... Grr. Yes. Maybe I could get in, just crash it. Message retracted. You want me to use the Super Club? Biscuit and Crazy also wants to use the Super Club. Any other? Training Odin wants the Diamond Star. The music in this is epic. The flight, y'all get your pretzels. And your ginger ale. I'm loving on this music. You know, I downloaded some royalty-free music to play in the background of my streams, and I never do. Some like really epic stuff. I initially downloaded it to play, sorry, in the background of Skyrim and Diablo, which I do have the new Diablo DLC. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I think. What? Oh my god. Hello, hello. They changed so much stuff. Oh my god. What? You can even... Oh man. Okay, first off, this is awesome. Holy cow. Fish sticks and custard, bro. It'll only let me delete the second one. I need to delete the whole frickin' thing, man. Alright, let's go. Let's just type in Hawaii and see what we get. Pacific Missile Base. Okay, let's go Honolulu. And it won't let me get rid of this. Okay, guys, let me Google it. I'm going to try and use Silly's computer so I don't have to Alt-Tab out of everything. Alright. Dovetail. FSW. Delete. Saved. Flight. Okay, that didn't give me anything like what I wanted. Maybe we can find out how to reset free flight. Oh, guys. Flight Sim World is $22.49. It's on sale, 10% off at Steam. It's summer, imagine that. Steam's got a big old sale going on. No, come on, guys. Don't be like this to me. Alright, Why? Why? Restart? Yeah? I don't know. I don't know what to hit, guys. If you guys have any idea, please let me know. To Hawaii, yeah. Well, I'm trying. I wanted to take off at Honolulu and land at Oahu. You know, fly around some of the smaller island stuff, see if they added any active volcanoes or anything like that. That might be really cool to see. Jerome Cullens. Yo. Welcome to the stream, man. How are you? We were trying to reset my free flight mode so we can go fly around Hawaii today. I had pretzels. Luna's here. She's like, did you actually eat anything? I was like, I got pretzels. She's like, so no. Overeaten. What? Okay, we're gonna do that thing. Actually, I saved it by doing this, right? Oh, go back, go back. I saved it by going here. Okay, so I don't want to save it. Alright, let's crash the plane. And my keyboard is in the way. It's stopping the yoke from having its full range of motion. Still got that goofy Microsoft Flight Sim 10 crash sequence. Luna, Caleb says hi. She says hi back. Alright, so hopefully it doesn't reload the same thing. Or at least it gives me an option. Otherwise, I'm going to be spending all day just trying to figure out how to delete that. I saved it so that I could do it again in the future, maybe. Try to do it more efficiently. But I didn't know it would save in the actual middle of a flight. The only way to complete it might be to actually successfully land in Paris. Settings. Profile? Nope. Realism. Controls, audio, display in general. I don't know what that did. Okay. Go home. Yes, I'm sure I want to exit the flight. Yes, I'm sure I want to delete the flight. And yes, I'm sure I want to go to Hawaii. Light aircraft pilot, private pilot to the academy. Missions. Stats. And like I said, it's early access, so apparently it's not tracking any of the hours unless it only tracks once you actually have a license. Missions, training, free flight. I'm stupid, there it is. Alright, guys. Yeah. Alright, last one was Super Club, so we're going to use the Super Club. Weather conditions. Fair weather. I want to be able to look. Sorry, I have to actually type in the state because I don't know the codes for Honolulu and Oahu, which look really weird anyway. Okay. Confirm. Wow, okay, so maybe I should change that. We'll go from Pacific there. Mountain View Airstrip. Eee. Okay, actually, we will go the opposite direction. We'll go Mountain View down to the Pacific Missile. We're gonna do that. Alright. you should make a bot and name it WingsBot. I have JumpBot. I do have a bot, but it's called JumpBot. So, I don't have a bot for YouTube. I never really figured out how to do it because I didn't start using bots and stuff until I got on Mixer, and it was a lot easier on Mixer. But we'll see. Maybe since I'm going to convert everything over to Streamlabs because it can handle Mixer and YouTube now. Oh, it's ready. Start. Maybe I'll see if I can get the bot program to work in both as well. I know a lot of streamers in their stream, they'll have like the chat. One shot, when she has chat up, she just has the whole chat up. But, oh, I'm a jerk. I forgot his name and he made me that awesome Lost Soul brand. Holy guy. Lost, I know he has it set up so that when someone types something, it pops up on the screen for a moment and then fades away. I would love that on my actual monitor so that the stream picked it up and so that I could see it without having to look and monitor on 4 devices. So I play on my computer, which is pushed to the max, trying to play and stream from the same machine. I monitor the Mixer chat on my tablet. I monitor the YouTube chat. Can you have a pretzel? Nom 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 nom. Monitor the YouTube chat on my phone, and I use Silly's laptop to restream from Mixer, the live feed from Mixer over to YouTube. So yeah. All right. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna hit 5. I'm gonna put it back up because I don't think that's the 5 it's supposed to do. We're gonna hit numlock and we're gonna hit 5 again. One of those should have reset the controls. So when we take off, when we start going, we should not be pulling crazy to the left. But we'll see if it actually works. I pray it works. Oh, it's going straight. Oh my god, guys. The plane's going straight. Nope, nope, it's not. Not going straight at all. Okay, so something I didn't think of when I agreed. Let me put this power down a little bit. Something I didn't think of when I agreed to fly the Piper Club is that it doesn't have a navigation display. So, yeah, I have no idea where I'm going or where I'm supposed to be going. Come on, level out with the horizon. There we go. I'm trying to manage the aileron trims, guys. The pretzel was good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Trying to manage the aileron trim so that we can get a straight and level flight going on. That's right. I can rotate my head like the girl from The Exorcist. Okay, so I believe there's a map option. Under the flight planner. So yeah, I actually need more information now. Other than assuming that the orientation is up as north. That I have to... Oh no, I started in the... southeast, so I have to go northwest. Well, I hope that's enough to get me going. Go back. There is a map button, I thought. Alright, so we want to head northwest. This is a lot more flat than I thought it would be. I thought it would basically be, you know, one giant mountain with slight foothills, and then, I don't know. Am I just so naive I don't know any better? Okay, I'm gonna power down a little bit. I don't know. I don't know how fast I want to go just yet. Oh, there's a mountain that way. Altitude. Okay. Oh man, it looks so awesome. Have you ever tried butter pretzel rods? No, and I probably won't. Because I don't like butter on a lot of my foods. So, I like buttery crackers. Oh, guys, this is so awesome. So, for those of you who aren't aware, Dovetail is creating a game called Flight Sim World. This is it. It is based off of Microsoft's FSX. The modeling and everything seems incredibly similar. Man, I should have picked the other airplane. Alright, stop turning. I could speed up, but I don't know. Stop turning. Okay, we're a little over 50% power. Today's your mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Caleb's mom. The aileron trim is super sensitive. One click makes a large difference. We were just constantly turning right. I did 2 clicks to the left, and now that's a heck of a bank. Why are we nosediving? No smoking. This is a non-smoking flight. Where did you get this, and is it free? Panzer, it is not free. Right now it's on sale on Steam for about $23. I got the notifications for it from Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 Steam Edition. If you already have that, it pops up in the big loading window every time. So I checked it out, and essentially they're taking FSX and they're adding a properly done 3D world to it. So when we finally pass over one of the larger towns or cities, I'll descend and fly. Actually, I can do it right over here. Here's some houses and stuff. So instead of like an FSX where you look down and it's just, oh dang, it's cool. Yeah, instead of just seeing the satellite images on the ground beneath you, which was great for its time, don't get me wrong, but everybody wanted a 3D rendered world. Dovetail Games has gone and done just that. I mean, some of the stuff that they've done, especially in the bigger cities, just looks phenomenal. They've built out the stadiums, the sporting stadiums and stuff like that. But yeah, instead of just being a two-dimensional satellite image, what they did is they took that satellite image and they put it on the world, and then they started populating. So you could see the odd color green splotches on the ground. Those were forests, and they started building a proper three-dimensional forest on top of it. Let's get a little altitude before we hit a tree. And then they took the two-dimensional image, you could see it underneath the buildings, and they built the buildings on top of it. Want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Jay loves the cocoa. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream, man. How are you today? Okay, we got to get back up in a little bit of altitude, otherwise we're going to crash and die. I really don't want that. So. Oh, we got a little bit of a lag spike, guys. Seems to have passed. You mean Flight Sim World, Panzer? Is that what you're talking about? And there are a lot of people who play FSX, which is what I played on Fridays most of the time. And I don't mind being the only one. Not at all. Because I like it. This is essentially, if you're talking about flight sims, yeah, the flight sims videos on YouTube. Oh, cool. Maybe my town is in there. The flight sims on my YouTube channel are like some of the most popular streams and videos. Alright. So I trimmed up for a little less speed. I'm going to try and get a little bit more, but I don't want to start descending, so. We're going to have to use landmarks. I smell muffins. Mmm. Luna's making muffins, guys. That girl does everything. Oh, I love it. And the big difference, besides the 3D graphics, because the mechanics seems incredibly similar to FSX. The large difference is the quality of graphics in the cockpits. Now, in FSX and X-Plane, you have a large variation. Holy cow. I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Thank you so much for the follow, Panzer. I appreciate it, man. You have a large variation in the quality of, like, the resolution quality of the airplanes themselves, because so much of it is designed by third party, and then you download the mods in. It could be additional aircraft or whatever. And a lot of people modded in, like, airports and stuff. Trying to get more speed. You should hit the "You're welcome" button then. It's on there. But only if you have enough sparks and only if you want to. So because we have no real navigation in this airplane, I'm using... I can't hear you music when someone follows you. Aw. I can definitely hear it. It's functioning. Is the game itself just too loud? Because I can turn that down. Let's see. Okay, apparently there's no apply button. Is that a little better? Since the engines are a little quieter? Climbing in altitude, but so is the land. But we have no real navigation, so I'm just using landmarks. That big mountain over there seemed like a cool one. And I also assume since it's Hawaii, it's probably a dormant volcano. That actually looks like... Okay, guys, is that just fog and low-level clouds? Or are those volcanic vents? You guys see that? In front of us, slightly to the west? I don't want to waste my sparks. That is okay. I tell you what. Jump bot will hit it for you. The hell, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod, what can I say except you're welcome? Yeah. So we're definitely going to fly right past those. I'm pretty sure those are volcanic vents. You can't hear it at all? Man, that sucks. Guys in Mixer, can you hear the music playing when someone follows? Because we've had like 3 follows this morning. And YouTube saying they can't hear it. The hair the bod thing, is that what it is? You can? Okay. Thank you, Panzer. I appreciate it. Oh, it's just so awesomely gorgeous. And I mean, there's so much that has yet to be done. Can't hear anything but your chat. Really? That's because I am stupid, and I know exactly why. Give me a minute, just a second, guys. I will fix it. It is now fixed. Caleb, thank you, and Smuggle, thank you as well for letting me know. Bet you can hear stuff now. Had it muted earlier while I did the setup, and I forgot to unmute it. At least I've gotten better at not leaving the WingsOverEden backdrop up there on top of everything. Wow, we are like really low. All good. Thank you so much, Smuggle. And thank you again. Warper warning. Dude, I added the button. Did you see it? Caleb, were you able to get on Mixer on Wednesday? You were here Wednesday at near the end of the stream, right? Okay, it doesn't look like they've drawn in the actual vents, but they put in the cloud effects for it. Okay, I'm okay with that. It's early access. Things change all the time. Let's get back on our northwest heading. Check out the big mountain. So you guys can see we're like really close to the ground still, even though we've gone up, what, 5,000 feet since we started. And look, the trees are actual trees. So in FSX, the way Microsoft tried to do, you can't get on Mixer, no problem. But I did add the button. In FSX, the idea to give the illusion of 3D rendering is they took a two-dimensional object and input it on a plane, then copied that object, rotated it 90 degrees on the center axis, and left it that way. So when you were at an angle, it gave some depth of field. However, anytime you got anywhere near close, you could see right through the illusion. And you can see here that some of that is still going on. And then in some of the more dense forests, they're actually generating like randomly generated trees, it seems. You seem to be losing power. Because I am at full throttle. Yeah, Caleb, I added the warper warning button and we went crazy with it on Wednesday. Luna actually did a funny voice thing for me so that we could do it. That's interesting. Oh, I see. Oh no, we're gonna go down. Oh, I stalled it. Guys, I stalled out the airplane. Ah. Okay. Guess what, guys? This plane... Yeah, there it is. Somebody hit the button.
There's a warper! Run away!
That, guys, was Caleb's idea. He kept going, warper warning in the chat when I was playing Subnautica, what, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Finally got that button in there. Alright, so that Cub does not have the power required to fly. I'm only seeing chat from Mixer. Smuggle, you will only see the chat from Mixer unless you also log on to YouTube. With the tools available right now, I can mix the chat from Twitch and Mixer, but I don't use Twitch. However, I cannot mix the chats from YouTube and Mixer. I wait for the day when I can. I'd love to. Unfortunately, it's just not an option at this point.
Hello, hello!
Hello, hello.
So very good to meet you.
Alright, we're going to try this again. But we're going to use the Diamond Star, which has a lot more power than the Piper Club. And to make it a little more entertaining, I will basically... Look at my guy just hovering there. Oh, wait. Do we get to mess with the airplane like we did the other one? The other one gave us an option. Forget it. Why is that my view? Okay, that was weird. Glass? Oh, no, I don't want to just stare at the thing. Engine controls. Okay, so that's interesting. Alright, so pilot's view. I'm smashing the button to recenter the controls, which still doesn't seem to work. If you guys have a licensed jumper, Spatial Golf has challenged all of you to jump. You have 2 minutes to tap ! Jump to join. Requires 4 feet. He was really nice, and he made it really low, so anyone who's new can also join in and do it. Luna's gonna have to hurry up if she wants to do it. Someone, 2 minutes for a jump. "60 seconds, guys." We're reaching the upper limit of the speed, so I'm going to back it off real quick. Hey, Luna got in. Saturday co-pilot Lunabird has accepted the challenge. Current pool is 12 feet. I am trying to adjust the aileron trim, guys, and it doesn't seem to exist all of a sudden. Let me see if that control went out of sync or something. Go to all events. Aileron trim. Yeah, it's there. Okay. Where would I find... Oh, you know what? I know what to do. I just need to look for... Here. Flight controls, center all. So we're going to change the assignment to that button. I don't know that it'll actually help us, but if it will... Okay, I love how we took off from the airport, and we still don't have, a thing, a flight plan on our glass display. Alright, so we'll have to do it in the same fashion, I guess. Haha, bring it! Who else? I will! Oh wait, no, it's like, I will. I get it. Has an exclamation mark on there. I was like, I will! Smuggle jumped! Smuggle, do you not have enough feet because it didn't update, or is it just slow? Oh yeah, Smuggle, you already joined. The pool is up to 30 feet. 10 seconds if anybody else wants to join in on the jump parade. Alright, so let's head Luna Bird. I gotta change her stuff more, guys. Okay, so Luna plays with me every Saturday on our multiplayer stream. Now, like I said before, we probably won't be streaming tomorrow. It's 4th of July weekend. Gonna go hang out, do some kayaking with some friends, barbecue, that kind of thing. Curse you, Luna. But I actually, because she's on my channel so much, I didn't want her to have an advantage. But somehow she always seems to win. So in the jump bot program, I actually set it up. She has a less of a chance. She has less of a chance to win than you guys do. So I don't know what you guys are doing, but you're doing it wrong. Because she's winning. Evil laugh. A licensed jumper Spatial Golf 3126 has challenged all of you to jump, and you have 2 minutes to type exclamation mark jump to join in. Requires 20 feet. He's upping the stakes because he wants to get Luna. Nope, there it goes, starting to roll over. I thought maybe we got it set up straight and level flight, but no. 60 seconds. Alright, I just want to check one more thing in the controls, guys. I'm sorry we keep interrupting, especially since I crashed the first time. But it's not responding. The aileron adjustment trim is not responding to my yoke. I don't know if I had it. Wow, thank you. Want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Havoc, thank you for the follow and welcome to Eden. How are you doing today? Okay, so it's a control and a num button. Let's see if we can get that to do anything at all. Oh, guys, this is not right. Whoa. Oh, do I have to... I think I have to let go of the control button before it actually implements it? Oh, no. Okay. I got it. Alright, let me make sure I got it. So you can fly with the 4 and the 6 on the numpad. Nope, apparently it's invite me to the party. To what party? I don't understand. Exclamation mark returned. Spatial Golf has approached the door at 10,334 feet. That boy is getting ready to jump. I am doing good, Little Havoc. Thank you for asking. What do you mean invite you to the party? To tomorrow's party? I can't because it's not my barbecue. I was invited to a barbecue. Our whole family was. Well, something's wrong because we... Okay, we're gonna have to let it fall. I think... Let's see. Does this change view? Okay, it's got... What the heck did that do then? That is so hard to fly like that, guys. Okay, so this one does not have retractable landing gear. So what did it do when I hit the button? Oh, it lowered the flaps. Okay. That's interesting. Wow, amazing! A barbecue! Are you missing something? Are you actually reading chat? I am. What plane are you flying? I'm now flying the D4, the DA40 Diamond training prop. We originally went up in the Super Club because it was high wing, so it made looking around at the scenery a lot easier, but it did not have the power to make it over this mountain, which was interesting. So yeah, there's that. Great. Celebrate the day you kicked us Brits out. Pretty much. You know, the Brits were in charge for hundreds and hundreds of years, and, you know, they basically tried to conquer the planet, so, America, you know, the United States of America thought we'd give it a go. We've royally screwed it up. Now it's somebody else's turn. You guys enjoying the flight? Oh. I don't see the volcanic vents this time that we've... Oh, there's some over there. I think we actually came from that direction last time. Yeah, man. Go straight up over the hill. It's a little tiny hill. Finish the lyrics. Finish the lyrics for what, mate? Oi, I'm British. Oi, I'm not. And I thought it was just O-I for oi, not H-O-I. It's an exclamation like, aw. It counts. Luna's over there semanticking. Semanticking? No. Criticizing semantics of the word oi. As in, it's not a word. I would say any generally accepted term is a word. Even if I don't like it. Like my kids when they're like, nah, dude. That's not a word. They say it anyway. Probably because they know how irritating it can be. Alright, so we're going to go into climb mode so that we don't get forced into a crappy climb later. Oh, it's all volcanic rock up here. That's awesome. Oh. Did I start singing that? Did someone type that in? I missed it? Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with a finger in her thumb. Don't sue me. Oh, that's really cool, guys. I kind of want to go down and land and see. I don't think I can. Is that an actual, like, stream? Or is it, like, the home of a lava flow? It might just be a cliff. It looks like... Ooh. It looks like there was a shift in the plate. I can't have it while I can't have it while I'm streaming, but I'll take it on my break. Thank you very much. She brought me a muffin, y'all. I have to put the flaps down. We're getting kind of low on speed. Come on, we can do it. Over the hill. We're gonna make it this time. We'll be fine. Those like rocks? Can't really tell. Oh yeah, I think it's shadows of rocks. Thought it might be like a plant. Oh no, it does look like, it looks like burnt trees or something. Hard to tell. What kind of muffin? I don't know. Banana nut. Nut jobbiest of all nut muffins. This is so cool. Yeah, I think they added burnt trees, guys. I think that's what that is. Oh, that is awesome looking. What? Oh, I thought this dropped off on the other side straight into the water. Apparently not. And I haven't been paying attention to my heading at all, so we're basically gonna have to fly. Oh, we got some updraft stuff going on. Explains the clouds. Okay, because the trim takes forever. We do it manually in here. Don't worry, we'll be fine. Oh, it looks great. I love it, guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm gushing over it because the graphics quality is just so different. Nut muffin for the most nuts person I know. I'm not nuts. I'm completely above average. Alright, so I was supposed to be heading on northwest flight path anyway, so apparently we're doing that. I'm not sure why the navigation display and the glass display isn't working properly. Why it's not showing the flight path. I wonder if it has something to do with the idea that I just clicked on my takeoff and destination locations, and maybe that caused some sort of conflict. Because before there's always been the highlighted purple path. But as long as we can see between the islands, it might not be an issue. There we go. Proper view. There, I think. Oh, he did such a great job. Just awesome. Yeah, I'm not doing that one. So Boo is off today, guys. She's at home. Oh wait, no, she's not. She got called into work for an inspection. But hey, if everything goes poorly, she'll be home permanently. So I can't tell if that next hill is still part of this island. It looks like it is, but I also see the ocean on both sides. So do any of you guys know anything about Hawaii that you can tell me? Like what I'm flying over, where I'm headed? If there are any special structures or cities that I could fly over or near to give you guys a good view of them. There was just a commercial on my TV. This guy ran over a house in his yard. What? A hose. Ran over a hose in his yard. See, if I could read, then maybe English would come out. Uh oh. Lag spike, guys. Lag spike. Okay. It passed. I've been having what I believe is some hardware issues. I've checked for any malware, spyware, and viruses to make sure that it's not something along those lines. And I think it's just an aging PC issue. But hey, hopefully by the end of summer, the Ryzen processors will be out, everything will be stabilized, things will be dropping in price big time. And I don't know. I really want to get what do they call it? Ryzen's new 16-core processor. Now, if everything comes out as I am currently aware, it's going to be $1,000 for the processor. I have never spent $1,000 on my own computer. Never. The system I had, granted I built it a while ago, but it was essentially top of the line. I searched around until I found a place where I could get the parts cheap that I wanted, and then I just assembled it myself. Because assembly's not that hard if you know how to do it, if you've done it a few times. I was in the military and I worked on office equipment and computers and phones and phone systems, stuff like that. Switchboards, those were a nightmare. That kind of stuff. So you get used to, you know, just swapping parts in the military, but another department took it really close. We'd actually repair the circuit boards, removing components, adding new components, and building a PC is nothing as difficult as that. So. When is Subnautica coming out? What do you mean? Subnautica's already released. Early access. Or do you mean the official release date? And if that's your question, I have no idea. I have zero insider information on that kind of stuff. But obviously, well, I won't say obviously. I will say hopefully. Hopefully, they release it when they're ready. I don't want them to rush through. That's why I love early access games like FSW, Subnautica, Subsistence, the other ones I play. I would rather play a game early before it's released with a bunch of bugs than and help test it to improve the game rather than have someone come out and release a game with so many issues. And you know what? Unfortunately, the big companies are doing that now. So, right, we got Andromeda when it came out. I love it. The graphics will melt your brain, and the storyline is pretty solid in my opinion. There are a few issues where, you know, the extent of your fighting knowledge is supposed to be you were a security guard, you know, a glorified security guard, but you were supposed to be a non-combative civilian. So that bit of the storyline, combined with the idea that the entire gameplay scenario is combative, is kind of weak. But I'm okay with just a slightly weak story. Story is a big deal to me. No, sorry, my dad was from Hawaii. He was in the U.S. Army. That's really cool, Smuggle. You told me that. Did you tell him I said thank you for his service? Can you fly through clouds? You most certainly can. I have actually done so to get a feel for the mechanics of the clouds in the game, and right now, visually flying through the clouds, they've done a pretty good job. It is just the right amount of blocked vision, if you will, in the game when flying through a cloud. However, there are other things that you have to take into account. I'm sorry, with flying through clouds that have not been implemented yet. Now, to be fair, we've only flown on fair weather days in the game because I wanted to always look at what was going on. We are pitching over. Why? There we go. We're stabilizing. That was strange. Okay, that one over there, which you guys can totally see, it's over there. Actually, it might be over there for you. I don't remember. Is definitely a separate island. Anyway, so when you fly through clouds, moisture condenses on the windscreen of an airplane and on the wings, and then it starts to freeze. Now, I don't have a lot of the failures turned on in the game, so we got some major lag spike this time. I don't have a lot of the failures turned on in the game, so that might be why experiencing that, but I rather doubt it. I think it's either likely caused by the fact that we're only flying on fair weather days, or they just haven't implemented cloud condensation yet. More likely the scenario. Okay, we're gonna pause the simulation. Now, we had this problem before, guys. Like I said, aging system. That's what I think is causing the issue. So I'm just going to check the stats real quick of the. We're probably using. It might be. It could also be FTL. OBS FTL for Mixer. I've had very, very few problems with it. But the one time they did an update, I started having all kinds of lag issues, and it would. Yeah, right now OBS is taking up 65% of my CPU. That's a lot because I have an FX 5380, 8350. It's 8 cores. It's back down to normal now. We'll go in and I'll set the affinity real quick. So this is what I did last time. I restricted it to just 3 of the cores. Okay, so that's that. Where does Flight Simulator come up? There it is. We'll actually restrict it to the other 5 cores. Hopefully that'll prevent any further issues. I know there are. I know there's a setting in the game for rain on the windscreen. I remember having seen that. So there is rain and condensation windscreen effects in the thing. I just don't know if they added cloud condensation yet. We've nearly cleared the first island. I'm not sure which island it is. Yeah, this is... Okay, here we go. This is why we're getting crap. I put the locations in there, but it's not drawing the flight path. Okay, so let's put one here, here, here. So I never met him. Went searching on Facebook after my mother passed, but he passed away in 2007. He got a Purple Heart, Bronze Star, Silver Star. Looking for my half-sister at the moment. I can sort of relate. My family's all messed up too. That's the best way the most polite way I can put information about my family in there. Hopefully it doesn't make me start over. I don't want it to make me start over. Okay, so 2.5 hours. Holy cow. Oh no, it's gonna make us start over. Alright, if it's gonna make us start over, we're gonna take a high power plane. No, 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 I did not want to. Ooh! Okay, so we could... This one's small on sprite, but let's see... Alright, we're going to take the PA-46. I was hoping it would just continue on the current flight path. I'm sorry, guys. Something else I want to see is in the weather. I want them to have actualized current weather conditions. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Okay. This... Right. Can we do it that way then, I guess? I'd really like to do all of them. Okay, apparently that's gonna work. Oh! It did! Did it update it? Ooh, okay, okay, okay. The good news is, it just updated it, and I was hoping for that. And we have a little bit of a navigation thing going on. Yeah, I want to... Alright, the gear's up. Alright, so this one cruises... that's odd. It said the cruise speed was 218, that's why I chose it. Do I have a Discord? I use Discord when Luna and I are playing games together, but I do not actually have a Discord channel set up where people just come in and chat or whatever. adjust. So you can see we have a small glass navigation screen in the bottom right now, and the purple line is supposed to be our flight path. So we're a little bit off of it. Have to leave by poof. Oh, you meant goodbye. Bye. That's cool. No sweat, man. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. Okay, I actually think the aileron trim is working in this one. Can't be positive without testing it. I think it's working. Okay. We are climbing like crazy. Probably back off the engines a little bit because they are loud. So you guys can see all of the different instruments. We got well, we have an 8 block. A 6 block is more than sufficient in most aircraft. That is the 8 main instruments in front of us. 6 is normally enough. That being said, however, you'll see that we also have a glass panel display over here. This is a glass display, it looks like to me. Either that or it's a very poorly designed dial display for the engines, which I doubt because these ones look great. So there's a separate glass panel display here, and then navigation, and then the radios over here in full glass, and I think it's the Garmin 1000s. Everything is condensed into 2 glass displays, and you can change all the information. You can cycle through everything, the engine power and whatnot. It's great. I love it. But I also like playing with this the 6 block or the 8 block setup as well, although I'm not near as good with it. So what's our altitude? Not even 5,000 feet. Okay, that's interesting because I don't remember dive bombing, and we were. Oh, we're getting another lag spike. We were at. What were we at? We were at like 12 or 14,000. Oh, I am at 14,000. I'm stupid. There's a 1,000 marker. I was just missing it. Alright, so this one at least, the aileron trim is possible. This, I'm guessing it's an aircraft specific thing. The DA-40 Diamond aircraft single engine must not have had it. The DA-42 did have it, because we were flying that last week, and I used that. Oh, okay, that's just the Subnautica question. The horizontal trim is not perfect, so the aileron trim, but is better than nothing. And we may actually end up saving this flight. I did not realize it was so far. It was only about an hour, hour and a half from London to Paris, and we did that flight. But this is 2.5 hours. I did not realize this is something I needed to have pre-set up, and I should have. To be fair, I also am taking us over all, 4 of the major islands. I was hoping to see some of the smaller ones as well, but I don't know where they're actually located. And since we're flying from the largest island to the smallest island, I'm guessing the smaller ones will trail off down on that end. I am testing the control numpad buttons. turn off the numlock. Okay, off the numlock is definitely the way to go. And it seems like the keyboard might offer more gradual adjustments. Although I can't seem to get it perfect. It really does seem like there's one notch left or right, and that's it. That's so cool. How many people? Oh, this is nice. Only 3 people though. Okay. Fair enough. So I'm going to fly in the pattern that we set up, but hopefully I won't have to land at each waypoint. I wanted to use them for navigation, not as pit stops. Of course, I haven't been paying any attention, so I may have infinite fuel on. I may be running out of fuel and just be a fool. I don't know. Let's see if we can figure this out. Actually, there was a view, right? So where we yeah, this is a 6 block over here. This is all you need to fly any airplane. Obviously, the more complex the airplane, the less effective these are. You know, if you're in super high power, yeah, not the best choice. Quakes going on again. Oh no, 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 no. No, you don't. We got lags so you can wreck the flight path, guys. Let's fix that crap right now. How bad it throw us off? Not too bad, I caught it early enough. Forget you. That is bull. It's like, you want to die, yeah? We're going over speed. That's why we have the shaking now. The turbulence is not actually caused by the wind outside in this case. It's actually caused by excessive fluctuations of the wings and other parts of the aircraft. Switching to full screen. Oh crap. Good thing the lid was still on that. Come on, don't do that. Oh. I hope that didn't do anything I didn't want it to. gonna drop the nose a bit. Oh guys, it looks so great. So excellently done. Can't wait till the finished product. It's gonna be awesome. Pretty nice looking plane. Whoa, that's kind of nauseating, isn't it, guys? Did we have a failure? Did we lose a tank? Is that what happened? Okay, so if you guys don't know, there are tip tanks, right? Little kind of missile things on the edge of an airplane wing. Usually on the very tips of the wings, the far outer edge. However, what we were just looking at, the bulbous thing underneath that kind of looks like a bomb there in the image, is also a tank. It's a fuel tank. But we only have one. We may have taken so much stress at one point that it ripped that off. That might have been what happened. I can't know for sure, but I would say it's probably a pretty safe bet. We're getting over speed again. Might stand to lose the other one here. To say nope. No. What'd I do? Okay, nothing. I just took it out full screen mode. Okay. Alright, I need the controls again. I forget how to raise my seat. I want to raise my seat a little bit. Seat is never positioned properly, in my opinion. Oh, it's the G1000, the Garmin 1000. Those of us who know how to spell seat with an S. Come on. Oh, my forearm's cramping. No, okay, we don't get anything. Screw it, I don't care. It's fine. I won't die much. Okay, so we're back on track. Want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Jamie, thank you so much for the follow, man. How are you doing today? Welcome to Eden. We're flying over Hawaii today. Smuggle, man, your insurance is going to go way up. 1 crash damage to other their ground unit. I'm gonna lose my license. Alright, let's turn. Okay, so if you noticed if anyone besides me is paying attention to the navigation display, it did update. Once we passed over the point I picked, it did turn the previous leg of the trip white and highlighted the new leg in purple. So it is actually just updating as a waypoint rather than an actual pit stop. Hey, it's not my fault that the fuel tank fell off. That sounds like a maintenance issue to me. I checked, it appeared solid, but I'm just a pilot. How would I know? So cool. And we're even passing some of the smaller islands I wanted to. I didn't see them on the map, and I probably should have like zoomed in more to see it easier, but I am happy. Cause I'm happy. Do you guys want some music? We could have some in-flight music. I don't have an in-flight movie today. I should do that. I should pick some obscure royalty-free homemade movie and plop it up there in the corner for you guys to watch during the flights. They have done such an awesome job with this. It looks phenomenal. And even though, like, I was talking about them using the depth of field instead of actual 3D images in FSX, and I'm currently bringing that over to FSW, but I think they either have or plan to generate proper randomly generated trees, as in a forest. One of the things I didn't like is you would look down in FSX. Oops. Oh, Lord. Alright. And you would look down, you'd see light green patches where it was all grass. You'd see dark green patches where it was forest. And in the forest, there'd be like 6 trees a mile apart from each other in FSX. I did not like that. And here, they are working very diligently to make it as realistic as possible. And I like that even if they use the same method for generating that 3D depth of field. Wow, we got way off of our course, our heading. Even if they're using that same artificial depth of field by, you know, 2-dimensional image copied, rotated 90 degrees on an axis, that they're putting them closer together, actually generating forests. And that was one of the things that Steam has done really well since they purchased the rights to Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 is optimization. FSX was never fully optimized for personal home use. Now, it was priced for it. There were peripherals that were priced for it. Like I have a CH Eclipse yoke. It's one of the least expensive, best yokes I've ever seen. Now, it is not a yank and bank toy. It is a proper Y-style yoke. It has rudder pedals where your thumbs are, sort of like shifting paddles in newer cars. It has a mixer and a throttle and an RPM control levers on top, and it has more than enough buttons. Okay, now if you were gonna fly a huge 747 or 777, you're gonna need more buttons than are available here. You're gonna need more levers than are available here. But for the most part, you can use this setup for anything. I have flown 747s with this setup. You just tie all the engine throttles together. Rather than having a left and right throttle or individual engine throttles, you just tie them all to the one throttle lever, use all 4 engines at once, all 6 engines at once, 2 engines at once, depending what you're flying. So, honestly, in my opinion, it is more than capable. And if I recall, it was less than $100. Now, you can get Siemens equipment and some of the other ones. They have a modular system, which is really nice. I think they're aluminum. They might actually be steel, but they're metal, boxy construction. They have modular mounting points where you can get like a 6 or an 8 block that we were talking about earlier. You can mount that on top of your thing so that your view in the plane can literally just be out the window, which is great. Unfortunately, it also takes away from some of the realism while it adds to some of the realism. You get the controls, they're right in front of you. You physically glance down, look at them, and look back up to look out the window. Unfortunately, it's not perfect because you can either zoom in, move the seat forward, stretch the view, whatever, so that all you do is see out the window. Or you leave it similar to what I have here, where you still see the controls and everything in front of you. And the only real benefit to it is having the real physical gauges in front of you is just easier to read. You know, sometimes I have to focus really hard on what the heck I'm looking at before I realize what it is I'm seeing. You know, before I can actually collect the data, because the gauges are so small. In real life, one of those gauges is 3 to 4 inches. Well, depending on the aircraft, I'd say 2 to 4 inches. Okay, with these older, well, I don't want to say the older style, with the mechanical style gauges. Okay, they're 2 to 4 inches tall. Okay, the things are huge. But in here, I'm lucky if it takes up 2 inches and if it's a big one. Uh-oh. We got another lag spike going on, guys. Alright, we're going to pause the simulation again. I don't want to lose another tip for last time. Smuggle is not a fault, but I'm oh yeah. For 72. Yeah, here is for the Wow, we must be maxing out. It could be RAM as well. Yeah, the RAM's at Flight Sim World is using 4 gigs of RAM right now, 3.5. Now I have 16, so it's no big deal. But in total, 3/4 of my RAM is being used right now. But OBS is back up over 40% usage. So we're just going to wait it out. Once the CPU usage falls down below, I mean, usually it uses less than 20%. So it actually looks like the game itself is already stabilized. That should take us to full screen, I think. Yeah, okay. There we go, we're back at it. Are we off again? We're a little bit off course. Our altitude. Okay, so we're gonna drop down in altitude a bit, guys, to see if we can strange thing. I have 3 notifications. One that the pilot heat is off or inoperable. Or the pitot heat. Pilot heat. The pitot heat is off. Or inoperable. One that for the cabin altitude, which makes me think that we actually went above. We're flying at too high an altitude for oxygen purposes. Okay, there we. What did we fall below? Oh, were we almost at 2,000? Okay, we are drastically overspeeding. We don't want to nose down to get this done. So instead, we're just gonna cut the engine back to idle. The trim should hold us at the right speed. So, oh, major glitch. Okay. I think it's working. The trim that we set up earlier should keep us at the speed we want, which should cause us to descend rather quickly. So it says one of the reasons we're having problems was the cabin altitude. There's no supplemental oxygen in this aircraft model, which means you can't fly above 12,000 feet. Yeah. No, don't you dare do that. It also says that the prop de-icer is inoperable or it's turned off. I don't know how to turn it on. So we will just descend so that we don't have that issue. At this point, we're at 600 feet. There's no way we're at 6,000. Are we at 6,000? Okay, we're gonna do the manual trim thing. If I can, yep, here it is. There we go. Nose forward a little bit to keep it from giving us a headache and falling out of the sky. Give it a little extra gas just to get back on track. Wow, it's already 11:30. Doing good for a guy who slept like 4 hours this morning. I'm adding a little more nose down as I increase the throttle just to prevent us from climbing back up. Let up on the throttle a little bit. I'm trying to get it borderline. It said the cruise speed of this aircraft was like 218, but when you get into the yellow zone, that's the stress area of an aircraft. Flying at those speeds for an extended period of time can easily destroy the airplane. We don't want that. So there's going to be a little bit of up and down as we find our perfect trim. In general, you adjust the pitch of your aircraft, the nose up, nose down. Then you adjust the power, and then you trim. And you always trim for a speed you want, rather than anything else. People try to trim for altitude, which you can do it, but it's not how an airplane is, and aerodynamics and aeronautical physics function. What you actually do when you trim is you trim for a set speed. Right now we're over the speed I'm actually trimmed for, so the nose keeps going up, causing us to climb. Eventually it'll stabilize, but what I don't want it to do is stabilize in a position where we're in a permanent climb. I want to be straight and level. Can do is just a tiny adjustments, small, eensy weensy, so that you don't get the roller coaster sensation when you're trying to make the adjustments. We're actually descending yet again, speed's increasing. Again, it'll balance out a little bit. Why we still need the pitot heat, I don't know. At this altitude it shouldn't be an issue. Here we're climbing a little bit. Actually, we're starting to climb rather fast again. .500 feet per second, per minute. So, this is your altimeter. We're currently at 5,510 feet. I didn't realize before, but yeah, we must have been approaching 12,000 feet, where the air is too thin for normal aircraft. We're aircraft without supplemental oxygen. This is your vertical speed indicator. Literally just indicates how fast you're going up or down. Yeah, horizontal situation indicator. It's a fancy compass that you can use to set where you want to go. This little red thing here on the edge is the heading bug. You can set it, switch on the autopilot, and it'll take us there. However, I lack enough experience in flight simulators and in this aircraft to use the autopilot effectively. Otherwise, I would not constantly be turning like I am, back and forth, and back and forth, because the heading gets off, and then I need to make an adjustment. But we're probably gonna we're gonna go until 12:30 on this flight. I'll save. In fact, just to be safe, I will save the flight now. Hawaiian Paradise. There we go. Alright, so we save that now. I plan on saving it at the very last moment before we end the stream. That way we get where we need to go. Tomorrow, if we play, I don't know what we're going to play on the multiplayer stream, if that does come to fruition. Originally, Luna and I were going to play Infestation, the new Z. It is a free multiplayer game, very similar to PUBG or to H1Z1, but that actually has zombies in it. And we've been playing on a PvE server. I've been trying to earn money to get a vehicle. I've gotten 2 vehicles already, and they're both gone. You can only use them on private servers, which is not an issue for us. But the real issue comes with they're super glitchy, and that's why they won't let them on the official servers at this time. I don't know if they plan on working on them, releasing them onto the official servers at a later time. It is a free game. But so I got the first one, I got the Striker, because I figured if you guys wanted to play with us, that'd be awesome. It's a free game you can get on Steam, and it is the driver and 8 passengers, so we could have a heck of a group, like a large group, and be in good shape. Unfortunately, when Silly and I took it out and we were testing it, I jumped out before he did. If the driver of the vehicle jumps out before anyone else does, the vehicle launches into space and you get spawned, teleported somewhere nearby. The second time it happened, it was nightmare. Plus, the Striker was a pain in the butt to get into. The access point for the Striker is in the middle or on top in the center, and you can't jump onto the Striker that you can drive. You can jump on the other ones that are just in the environment, so I don't know why you can't jump on one that you can actually drive, but it won't let you, so it's almost impossible to get in and out of and pick up and put down. That one got destroyed. That was 120,000 in-game dollars, and you average about $200 per zombie. So I killed a lot of zombies to get it. Then I had to so then we saved up $250,000 and we bought the ZK, which I assume is a zombie killer. Basically, it's an El Camino with like armor plating and spikes on the front, stuff like that. Parts of some, what do you call it? Oh no, glitching. We're gonna play through it. I got this, be fine. Minor inputs, be fine. Nope, okay, we're not gonna be fine. We're gonna pause it. We're going to pause it until it resettles. Hopefully I'll have the money later in the summer. I probably won't, but hopefully I will, so I can buy a new system. I really do want to put out the money like I did when I got this one. I bought the best equipment I could find at the time, at a lower cost. I will probably, most likely, there we go, we're set up again. Be waiting until I can afford to get the 16-core processor. I need an all-in-one system. I don't have the space to use multiple computers and whatnot. So I'm really hoping that I'll be able to afford to get the Ryzen 16-core. I forget what they call it. Threadripper. I think that's what they call it. It was a goofy-ass name. The Ryzen Threadripper processor. I'm going to go with AMD cards for the first time ever. I always went with an AMD processor, and the motherboard supported, of course, because I believe in having good quality equipment, but not putting out the money. And I know that for a long time, AMD, even with the FX chips, now my FX 8350 I feel does a great job competing with the lower level i7s and the higher i5s. It does a fantastic job, you know, task for task. I think it's doing a great job. But the higher end i7s are just so much farther in reliability and production quality that I can't. Okay, that's working. Sorry, I had a little lag on the YouTube stream. Wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be a permanent thing. But I can't justify putting out the ridiculous cost for such an item. The processor that Intel has announced to compete with the Ryzen Threadripper, that's 16 core, 32 thread processor is like an 8-core with limited 42, and it's crazy stuff. Like, why would you do that? That's not a competition. Ryzen's just going to take over the market. They're going to just eat up half the market in a year if Intel releases it that way, because the processor won't be as good as Ryzen, assuming that the Threadripper gets released with the current stats that they claim. And I haven't had any problems in the past with them doing so. But I always purchased AMD processors because of the cost saving and still functionality. This computer will play any game, and I play. Holy cow! What the heck is going on? Give me a second, guys. I'm kind of in recovery mode here. Okay, well, we didn't lose the other tank. That is really strange, guys. Oh, now this island's cool. Anyway, but I've always bought NVIDIA graphics cards, which is kind of stupid if you want to be a budget gamer, and I don't mean that as any slight or insult in any way. I think you're just intelligent if you're a budget gamer. Sure, if you have the money, go buy the absolute best of whatever you can find, but I ain't got that kind of money, and I think most people don't. So you know what? Go out. If you're a budget gamer, you ought to be running AMD graphics cards too. And as far as I can tell, the AMD graphics cards aren't near as far behind NVIDIA as the FX processors were behind the i5, i7 series processors. Okay, so anyone want to see if I can roll this plane? Only because I want to see what the heck we're flying over. It's out there. I just do it this way. Yeah. Actually, oh crap! I put the landing gear down. Oh, there's a runway over there. There's a boat down there. That looks great. I really love this. So yeah, that's the plan. The Ryzen Threadripper 16-core processor, and probably 2 new AMD cards. I've not heard anything bad about the AMD cards at all. Not a single thing. You know, people always go back and forth between the companies. Much like when I was a teenager, some people don't realize that NVIDIA is basically Intel chip-based cards, and AMD is actually, and Radeon were AMD-based cards. And when I was a teenager, I was stupid. I was like, oh, you know what? Screw Microsoft, screw Intel. I want Linux, and I want AMD, and then I went out and bought an NVIDIA graphics card. So, yeah, I was young and stupid, and I didn't actually look into anything and hopping on bandwagons. Hate bandwagons, people. Avoid that crap. Illness. Alright, looks like we have to climb in altitude, or we might, you know, risk hitting a few, well, mountains. So there's this weirdly shaped location on the navigation display. I have no idea what it is. Does anyone know what it is? I'm referring to this shape here. Hold on, let me lower this shape here. I have no idea what that is. Now that we're done almost crashing, I'm going to try and get us back on track. We're also going to full power to make sure we get the climb speed we need to avoid the tops of the mountains. Two more airports over there, it looks like. Man, there are airports all over Hawaii. And I'm not stupid, I realize, well, duh, it makes sense. But, wow. I just, you know, I wasn't aware. Okay, we're not going anywhere over speed, but we definitely have some mountain draft turbulence. If you guys look up in the clouds, or up at the sky, you'll see some really wispy looking clouds. You get the big poofy clouds, but then you get the wispy ones. The wispy ones mean that the sky is clearer and it's easier to see. However, it also means increased turbulence. And you can also see the waves in the clouds. When you see those wispy clouds in real life outside, you know, when you do that thing where you get off the computer and you're not gaming and you leave the front door. Yeah. And you look up, you see them in rows. That is actually just wave currents. Alright, so we're almost at 5,000. More than high enough. I'm going to back off the throttle a bit. And nose down. Help it stabilize. How big is the map? Vanish, this is not a map. This is the planet. You can circumnavigate the globe in this game if you want. I don't know how much I can show you on here. Oh, there you go. That's how big the map is. And they have tried to set it up so it's reasonably accurate. So we were in LA. You see the little home icon here in California. That's Monterey. I set that as my home airport because it's my favorite place in the United States. We flew around Los Angeles, then we went over and we flew from London to Paris last week. And today we're just flying around the Hawaiian Islands. It's a good question. But yeah, this isn't actually a map or a limited map for just the flight. It is, in fact, the entire earthly globe. I haven't tried to do anything crazy like fly to the South Pole or anything like that. But to be honest, this is Flight Sim World being developed by Dovetail Games based off of Microsoft Flight Simulator 10 Steam Edition. And I've only been playing it 2 or 3 weeks. Prior to this, I was playing a lot of FSX. The Steam Edition, of course. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. The big difference that Dovetail has started with is improved graphics qualities in the airplane designs and 3D worlds. Instead of just being satellite images of the buildings like in Flight Simulator 10, you can look down there. Even from this height, you can tell that they are 3D model buildings. Now, they do use the satellite images, and then they've been building on top of that to create the 3D world. And they're doing a good job. It's early access. It's about $25. If you guys are interested in that. Oh, we're about to hit leg 3 of our trip. And we will definitely hit it before I have to quit today at 12:30, so we're good. But yeah, you can look right there on that hill and down here. That's 3-dimensional. Now, you can also notice that we are flying over an airport right now. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. Gotta get the speed under control before we end up wrecking again. We're flying over an airport right now, and there was no airport terminal. And it's not that it was taking too long to load in. Not all of the terminals are fully fleshed out. Plus, I noticed when we were looking at Hawaii, several of them are military bases. So there might just, for safety concerns, they may not flush those out. Which I've been in the military, so I totally understand and agree with. You know, you don't put that kind of information out there. It's hard enough as it is, keeping people safe. Man, am I thirsty. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. We flew over the water. I hope they're going to do a little bit more with the water. At this point, I've taken several airplane flights in my life, and I've been addicted to flying. Addicted in the sense that I'm not stupid enough to go spend my $10,000 that I don't have to get my license. Although, I would love that. So if any of you out there are rich beyond all means, and you want to help a poor sucker realize his dreams, contact me. It's only going to be like $180,000. Ooh. Lots of turbulence. I'm guessing it's draft from the mountains. It's okay. We got it. We got it. You can often deal with turbulence by making a slight alteration in your trajectory. You know, a slight bank to the right will put your aircraft in a completely different orientation to whatever's causing the turbulence. And that might be enough to either cut through it so that you can readjust and keep a smoother path. Thank you for your service. Well, thank you, Gusty. I appreciate that, man. So if you fly to my house, will it be exact? No. No. Again, I would presume for safety reasons, they're not doing that. I will tell you that if you go to, like, we flew around LA last weekend, and there was a very good rendering, or, well, the beginning of a rendering. I would say probably half of the buildings in the city of Los Angeles had already been rendered. But the stadium was there, and notable buildings were there. Things of that nature. The houses themselves in cities seem to be more accurate than in more rural areas. So Monterey is a relatively small city. It's a coastal city, tourist town. Absolutely love it. Best place on earth that I've found so far. The renderings there are not perfect. In fact, all of the walls are the walls individually. So first floor front of house, first floor side of house, second floor front of house, second floor side of house are all rendered separately, meaning they're randomly generated like colors, not textures necessarily, but colors. So there are grays, greens, blues, reds. They're all kind of muted or pastelish in nature. And Gusty, so are you. You're welcome as well. Alright, leg 3. I think there's only 4 legs of our trip. No, we're not going to get done. It said 2.5 hours, and we've had some issues, so I can't see any way that we get this done today. But I also think we're doing a darn good job. For starters, we haven't crashed yet. Well, this time. We crashed the other one on purpose. Because I can get out of a saved flight. Okay, pause. Got lag. And I tried just flying through it before. It did not work. So we're going to let it catch up. Spin up normal and we'll get going again. Gonna check on OBS to see how much of the processor it's using. Probably OBS again, even though I restricted it to 3 cores. When it runs high, for some reason, has an incredible impact on the program. So, yeah, it's running over 30% again. So I'm hoping, yeah, encoding overload. I get that. Dropped 80 frames. That's still 0%, but. I might have to consider, and I hope I don't have to, but I may have to consider going down to 720p. I don't like doing that. I want to stream in full HD, 1080p at all times. I'm not worried about 4K because most of the planet can't afford a 4K television just yet. I mean, my camera that I have here for my face cam is basically a generic GoPro, and it's 4K, but it only records. It'll only live, no, not record. It'll record 4K. It'll even record 4K 90 FPS, but it will only capture, live capture at 720p. Which is no problem because it's just a face cam. It's up there in the corner. It looks great most of the time. Right, I'm going to restart Mixer on my tablet because it is falling way behind. Hopefully this helps it catch up. It's just my tablet. It's not anything wrong with the actual stream, guys. There we go. Holy cow, I've been missing so much. Yes, no, no, okay. Okay, it just loaded at the top of the chat, and then stuff started scrolling. I was like, crap, I'm missing stuff. But we're good, we're good. No, I did not pull up. I just, one tick to the right. You want to be my friend. I want to be everybody's friend, mate. Wow, did we get off course? Do you wanna build a snowman? Ride our bikes around the hall? I don't know any other parts of that. We're gonna nose up a bit because we're losing altitude, even though we're gaining a bit of speed. So one of the problems I am having in here is I can't seem to get the controls to reset center for the yoke. I don't know if I have to do something with the calibration requirements for the CH Eclipse yoke itself. But for some reason, you know, I just realized there's an actual trim wheel here. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Relax. I gotta recover the plane, guys. Give me a second here. Got some craziness going on. Now I know why I don't use that trim wheel. That trim wheel is mechanical, has a great texture and feel for it, but man, is it nuts. That is crazy. Sorry, that was my brother. Don't sweat it, man. I'm here to play video games and chat with people while I do. That's why I stream it. It's so much more fun. Do a flip. Broken. This is not that kind of plane. Alright, yeah, I'll try. Let's save the flight again. Just this one. Yes. Continue. I really don't think this airplane has... What? Are you kidding me? Air traffic control just popped up.
Approach Piper Delta Foxtrot India Papa Alpha is type Piper Malibu 14 miles west of Papa Hotel Delta Hotel. Request flight following.
Piper Delta Foxtrot India Papa Alpha approach squawk 1566 Piper 0 Kilo India traffic alert 6 o'clock less than 1 mile 1000 Piper Cub report them in sight. Piper 0 Kilo India traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 1000 Piper Archer report them in sight.
Come on, come on.
Squawk 1566 Piper India Papa Alpha.
What's my altitude?
India Papa Alpha.
Okay, we're good, we're good.
Radar contact 17 miles west of Papa Hotel Delta Hotel.
You can do it.
100 QNH 1013.
Copy. Piper India Papa Alpha.
Alright, now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to save again. I will try and do a flip for you, but you have to understand, this is not that kind of flight simulator. Okay? It is a game simulation, but it is tied very closely to Flight Simulator 10, which is not designed that way. We'll give it a try though.
2, 3, 1, 5, Piper 6, Tango, Pepper. Copy. Piper 6, Tango, Pepper.
Pepper? It's
Piper
Papa.
India Papa Alpha contact
Papa.
Honolulu Center on 119.9er.
I don't know how I got air traffic control on suddenly.
119.9er. Piper India Papa Alpha.
Alright, what's my altitude? 7,000 feet. Alright, here goes nothing. Broken, this is all your fault.
Honolulu Center, Piper Delta Foxtrot India Papa Alpha with you, 6800.
Piper Delta Foxtrot India Papa Alpha Honolulu Center Roger QNH on 0 on 3.
Wow.
Alpha contact.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Decimal 3.
Wow, I can't believe we pulled that off, guys.
118 decimal 3 Piper India Papa Alpha.
I didn't think you'd be able to do it, not in this plane. Alright, let's get back to a stable flight that won't kill us now, shall we?
Honolulu Center, Piper Delta Foxtrot India Papa Alpha with you.
Piper Delta Foxtrot India Papa Alpha Honolulu Center Roger QNH on 0 on 3.
So what's going on now? I don't know how I got it to come up. I'm glad I did. What's going on now is you're connecting to different airports as you fly over an area. They feed you information like the other aircraft that was at 1,000 feet. And it said within a mile. So that was, thanks Broken. I'm glad I could make you happy, man. And they feed you just data information. That's all. They just feed you data. Okay, pausing the simulator again. We have lag again. Oh, Lag, are you in my stream, man? Are you hanging out and mixing? If you guys don't know Lag Addict, you should check him out. He's on Mixer. Plays all kinds of games, a lot of first-person competitive games. First-person, I meant. Rainbow Six Siege, played that a lot. I don't know what he's been playing lately. I only saw him in one stream, that was yesterday, and I only got to see him for a minute. Okay, well, I mean, it's not great, but it's the end of the world right now. Alright, come on, OBS, do your thing. There we go. Alright, we're back up. We're back up. Loop, loop, go. Get our speed up. We're sorta on our path, not really. We'll get there. Altitude. Add some nose down trim. We ended up climbing a lot. Yeah, we're up 2,000 feet higher than I really wanted to be. Okay, we're actually going to trim for speed right here. Then we're going to lower the power so that we start to descend. Cut the power a bit more.
Piper 79er, Quebec contact, Honolulu Center on 126.5.
Acknowledge.
Piper India Papa Alpha contact, Honolulu Center on 126.5.
Decimal? Okay.
126.5. Piper 79er, Quebec.
Going to 126.5. Piper, India, Papa, Alpha.
I'm worried about this other plane. Now this is a third plane. So there was us, there's the one other one earlier. This one's a different plane, but I'm worried about the other aircraft going, you know, roughly the same paths that we are because I can't spot them, which means they're literally like on the same trajectory that we are on. Which often puts them behind us or above us, below us. You can only see so much. Okay, adjusting power a bit more. I don't really want to fly slower, I just want to fly lower. Whoa! There it is. .7 nautical miles. There's another one. How far out's that one? 8.6 it looks like. Oh, I didn't tune. My bad. Oh, I did. No, I did. Did I click on it?
Honolulu,
There we go.
Center, Piper,
I hit
Delta,
1, but it didn't work.
Foxtrot, India, Papa, Alpha, with you.
Piper, Delta, Foxtrot, India, Papa, Alpha, Honolulu, Center, Roger, QNH on 0 on 3.
Oh man, there's so much. I kind of want to fly back down to the water where we did before, but I have a feeling at this point where we are, it won't make any real difference. It looks like we're suddenly doing something bad. So what's going on? Yep, we're banking a little bit. That's okay. No, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, Swag Ranger. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Piper 800, contact approach on 26.5.
That's not us.
126.5, Piper 800. Approach, Piper, November 3480, with you.
Piper, November 34800, approach, Roger, QNH 1013.
You missed our flip, Swag Ranger. Broken Silence got bored, so he asked me to do a flip. We actually managed to pull it off. I was so certain we wouldn't that I saved... lag spike. Sorry, I have to do this. Every time there's a lag spike, we lose control of the plane. It's almost recovered already. Alright, I think I may actually try lower settings next week. I really hate to do that though. I mean, other than people on laptops, is there really anyone out there that doesn't have a 1080p monitor? Then again, I guess you guys watching on phones and tablets, maybe. Let's go. So we are not going to make it to the end of our trip here. Yeah, we're gonna actually zoom in. Oh, okay, well, here we go. Oh my gosh, we are so close. It said 2.5 hours. There was not 2.5 hours left in our stream. So this is where we took off from. Use this as a waypoint, this Kahului airport, and then the Dillingham, which is definitely not a Hawaiian name. But yeah, we're like, wow, almost there. Alright, well, you know what? I'll get my butt back in here. I didn't think we were going to be able to finish it. So, the intro show.
Piper,
Hello.
Papa, Alpha, contact, approach, on 126.5.
I can't roger that because I don't know how I got... Oh, okay, there we go.
126.5 for Piper, India, Papa, Alpha.
Approach? Really? Wow.
Approach, Piper, Delta, Foxtrot, India, Papa, Alpha with you. 4900.
Piper, Delta, Foxtrot, India, Papa, Alpha, approach, roger, QNH 1013. Piper 800, traffic is 4 o'clock, 4 miles at 4700, Piper, Malibu, report them in sight.
Piper, 800, traffic in sight.
Piper, India, Papa, Alpha, traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at 5200, Piper, report them in sight.
Piper, India, Papa, Alpha.
That's us.
Have the traffic.
So yeah, wow, we actually apparently might make it. Contacting approach, which means it's our final airport. We saw the map, we're almost there. That is awesome. Maybe this week we'll also land, but don't count on it.
Piper 819, traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 4500, Piper, report them in sight. Piper 800, traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 500, Piper, report them in sight. Piper 819, traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at 3500, Piper, Malibu, report them in sight. Piper, India, Papa, Alpha, traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at 500, Piper, report them in sight.
Piper, India, Papa, Alpha. Have the traffic.
Piper H19, traffic in sight.
Piper, 800, traffic in sight.
Yay!
Piper 819, traffic alert, 12 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 200, Piper, report them in sight. Piper 800, traffic alert, 6 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 500, Piper, report them in sight.
I think they just alerted each of the other.
Have the Piper in sight.
Piper H19, have the traffic.
Come on. I'm excited now, I don't want to stop.
Quebec contact approach on 126.5. 126.
We usually end at 12:30, guys.
Piper 7.
We do have a little bit of flight time left,
Approach.
but we're
Piper,
getting really
November
close.
3779er Quebec with you 6500. Piper November 3779 Quebec approach.
Sarah, everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome when we live in our dreams. Hi Sarah, how are you today? Thank you so much for the host. You are indeed awesome.
Piper 819.
You already knew that.
Traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 400. Piper. Report them in sight. Piper.
Missed it. We've been
79,
flying all
Quebec.
over Hawaii,
Traffic is
and we're
12
finally
o'clock.
coming up
4
Big
miles.
Road. Nerd.
500.
Hey.
Piper. Report them in sight. Piper 79er, Quebec. Traffic in sight. Piper H19er, Happy Piper in sight.
Big bro, be respectful to everyone or I'll just ban you. I don't put up with bull crap here. Were you streaming, Sarah? I didn't see you on this morning, but to be fair, I got up and jumped on the computer to stream. I slept in because I only slept for like 4 hours this morning.
700. Piper. Report them in sight. Piper 79er, Quebec. Traffic alert. 6 o'clock. Less than 1 mile. 500. Piper. Report them in sight. Piper 79er, Quebec. Have the traffic. Piper H19er. Have the traffic.
You timed him out. Okay, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Mod
Piper
duties.
819.
You're awesome.
Contact Honolulu Center on 126.5. 126.54. Piper H19er. Honolulu Center. Piper November 468.
Okay, we're gonna try and slow. No, you just woke up.
Piper November 468 on Niner. Honolulu Center. Roger. QNH on 0 on 3. Piper, India, Papa, Alpha. Traffic is 9 o'clock. 1 miles at 1
You might
900.
need those.
Piper. Report them in sight.
9 o'clock. Okay.
Departure. Piper, November, Niner, 328. Echo is type Piper, 3 miles east of Liu. Request flight following. Piper, November, Niner, 328.
I have to wait.
Echo. Departure. Squawk, 4615.
Piper, India, Papa, Alpha, traffic in sight.
Squawk, 4615. Piper,
This is my location,
28.
guys.
Echo.
I thought they'd give us
Piper, 28. Echo.
landing
Radar
guidance,
contact.
but perhaps
4
not.
miles east of Leaveview.
We are way too
600.
close to the runway.
QNH
We're
1013.
gonna do it anyway.
Copy. Piper 28. Echo.
White over white, you're alright. That's not true. That's not true. White over white is bad. Yeah, I do. They're just providing information for other airplanes in the area. Come on, get down, get down, get down. There we go. That was not the button I wanted. Wanted to hit the brakes. There we go. Guys! I did it! I landed. It seems at some point we did manage to actually get our controls to recenter. Won't bit fast, going a bit fast. Yay! Sarah, I need your yay button.
Approach. Piper, India, Papa, Alpha. Cancel flight following.
Piper, India, Papa, Alpha, approach. Cancellation received. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Piper.
Ground. Piper, Delta, Foxtrot, India, Papa, Alpha. Request taxi to parking.
Piper, Delta, Foxtrot, India, Papa, Alpha. Taxi to General Aviation Parking using taxiway Alpha Hotel.
Taxiing to General Aviation Parking via taxiway Alpha Hotel. Piper,
We're at Alpha
India,
Kilo.
Papa, Alpha.
Okay, well, oh. Progressive taxi? You can give us a little line to follow, because... Yeah, that way. Okay. So we need to turn around. Planes are really good at spinning on the spot. My yay button. Yeah, your yay button. I love your yay button too, man. Your yay button's awesome. Actually, you have two yay buttons. You have the one with the anime girl doing the thing. And the one with you in... Are you wearing like a kimono in that? Or is it just a nightgown or something? It's like a silk robe. I think it's a silk robe. Yay! I landed. This is technically the first successful flight we've had in FSW. Double the yay. Now the question is, can I get where I need to go in the 6 minutes I have to get there? It's a rope. Okay. No cross traffic, yay. There's our turn. Progressive taxi is something I'm really glad they brought over from FSX into FSW. Look, three-dimensional airports. Check for other airplanes that might run me over, because if I crash now, I'm gonna be so irritated. Which I've done it. I did the one mission. What we do it like 4 times. I don't even know if I ever finished it. Achievement, park life. Let's emergency gear deployment. That's interesting. I couldn't get the flaps to go beyond 33% for some reason. Is there an overhead console on this one? There is. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Everything should be off. Yeah. We did it! Now let's see. We didn't get a thing. Okay, I made it here. So, arrival. That's where I am, yeah? Okay. So, I'm going to save it as in done. We didn't get, like, we keep getting a continuation. I don't know why it wants me to continue, guys. So, I will look that up this week. See if I can figure out why. It says, oh, it did. It wanted me to land at the other ones. Oh, for crying out loud. Figures. I didn't want that to happen, so I'll have to figure out. Thanks, Smuggle. I will have to figure out how to set it up, rather, so that it uses it as a navigation point rather than a landing point. I did not want to take off and land 3 times. On the other hand, I could clearly use the practice, but that landing was probably one of the best, oh my god, that's right there, we gotta jump down now, kind of things that I've done in a really, really long time in a simulator. So we actually did really good. I like it. And we got it done before the end of the stream, which is awesome. I didn't think we had near enough time. I was pretty sure that it said 2 hours? 2.5 hours. And we only had like an hour and a half left. So we either went really fast or something. I don't know. But that's it for the stream today, guys. Thank you so much for coming out for the Friday flight plan. Again, I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow morning. If I do, I will definitely post it on Facebook, on Twitter, so that you guys have a little bit of notice, just like I did this morning, that I'm going to be streaming. If we play tomorrow, we'll either be playing Infection, or Don't Starve, or Golf with Friends, or something. However, I am supposed to go kayaking with some friends. We're all supposed to get together with our families, have a big old barbecue at his place. So, hopefully, I will see you guys on Monday. If I see you tomorrow, that's okay too. What's going on is I'm ending the stream. So thank you guys so very much. Thank you for all the follows again today. That was crazy. I love it. Makes me happy. Thanks for hanging out and talking to me while I was playing. I will see you guys all on Monday. And remember, you're only playing the game wrong if you're not having fun. Have a good day, guys. See you later.